What's good? What's gravy? DSL G35 back with another one. Today, I'm just gonna take in the car for a drive. She looking fine. She looking dandy. You feel me? New to the car. I'll put some ISR blast pipes on it. I had some from my old G35s. They were just sitting downstairs. I put them on. I had a video gonna go up with that install, but that turned out to be a mess. I might upload a little bit of that footage into this video. I'm not really too sure just yet, but...
Flashback.
There's Rihanna playing right now. That's what's up. Real men listen to Rihanna. Can't tell me otherwise. I wanna take you away. Okay. I'll make you feel like a man. We're almost there. Just gotta put the rubber bush on. I want it kind of going. What about here if I can?
End of flashback.
Sounds pretty good. It's leaking bad. I put Z1 Motorsports gaskets in it, the metal ones, and it's leaking bad. But it actually makes it sound kind of good. So that's obviously subjective because it's a leaking exhaust, but we'll see. Get a cold start video for you guys, you know what I'm saying? Get a good angle of that, you feel me? Pretty good, not too bad, pretty deep. I definitely want the single exit though. This is just kind of like I had it, I might as well throw it on, see how it sounds. Sounds alright. It's leaking kind of bad, but it sounds, we'll be alright. It sounds good, sounds good. You know, this video probably gonna be talking about my swap plans with this car. I do kind of want to make some power with this car, so you know, nothing crazy, probably like 500 wheel horsepower, but I will see y'all when I'm in the car. Alright, and we are back. I'm taking it for a little rip. Sounds alright. I do want to go with the single exit. This is like very, very loud, but it's nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's loud, but it's not like decatted blast pipes loud. That's like a whole nother level. You know, swap options I have with this car are pretty plentiful. The swap I do want to kind of go for, to be honest with you. I didn't really want to leak it, but I mean, at this point, who really cares? I do want to do an OM606 diesel swap into this chassis. I'm kind of doing my research and everything like that. It doesn't seem too bad. They make a transmission bell housing swap kit for the CDO01 and CDO09, so that's not really too big of an issue. So motor mounts are going to be kind of an issue. It's not even more so getting them, it's more so making them. So I got to be the one to kind of make them because nobody's ever done a swap like that before. Fully mechanical type of swap. You can do the injection pump and everything like that with a diesel engine, so it's a little bit easier with that. I do have to make a drive-by cable throttle for this, which has been done before because of the LS swaps. Yeah, this thing sounds so nice. Yeah, holy moly. But yeah, so the cable throttle has been done before in one of these cars because of the LS swaps that are out there. So it's not impossible, which is nice in my eyes, nice to hear. Getting a fully running and driving engine from another car is gonna be a little bit of a challenge because those engines are so well known. The OM606, if no one's familiar, is an inline-six turbo diesel engine with, I believe, dual overhead cams, so it revs high. which is unheard of in, you know, a diesel application. A lot of people call it kind of the 2JZ of the diesel world. You can run an HX, I think 40 hybrid turbo to get that low-end grunt torque with the high-end power, which is like around 500 wheel horsepower, which I think is honestly perfect for a car like this, at like 3,500 pounds. So, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, I gotta make it happen. There's, you know, I gotta get my fab skills up and going. I gotta get to a welding class kind of, I wouldn't say quickly, I don't want to rush it either, but I want to make sure I have enough under my belt to where this car will be safe with the 500 wheel horsepower and the diesel engine. The diesel engine is actually not much heavier than the, what is it called? Than the VQ that's in here currently. But, you know, I think that's kind of my plan with it. I was thinking RB, but the RB26s, the RB25s, they're pricey. People want a lot of money for them, and I'm not very familiar with those engines. You know, my dad's kind of a Mercedes connoisseur, so he's very familiar with the diesel engines. And personally, I always wanted to learn on a diesel engine and stuff like that. I just didn't really have, I never bought a diesel car, diesel truck, this, that, and the other thing, so I don't really know too much about them, in a sense, but they don't seem too difficult. Being a fully mechanical type of deal is gonna be something that's kind of interesting with a car like this, especially with a 6-speed. But I mean, good gas mileage, so that's all, you know, I can hope for that. The other thing too is I gotta drain the tank, I gotta widen the gas tank fill hole. I have seen somebody do it with a 300ZX with the CDO09. But, you know, again, it seems a lot of people are like pushing the engine back. Someone did it in a Supra, and they pushed the engine way back, which kind of concerns me a little bit as to where like the motor mounts are mounted on these engines. But, I mean, we'll see. See, when the exhaust seals up, it sounds really good. And it's not like super drony. I mean, you know, there's a little bit of drone. In all honesty, it's kind of just a muffler delete. So, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, eh, it is what it is. That's why I feel like getting a OM606 into this car, maybe doing, I don't know if a CD, I mean, I don't really need a CDO09 unless this starts to really start being crunchy. The CDO01 becomes kind of crunchy in 3rd and 5th. But it's just, you know, the CDO09 is going to have updated synchros, this, that, and the other thing. You can buy them brand spanking new from Z1 Motorsports. I think they're like 2,500 bucks, which, I mean, in the grand scheme of things is not that much. So, you know, again, it's just one of those things where it's like, how much do I want to put into this car? I do want to make it, you know, a nice daily, if possible. I mean, obviously doing engine swaps, you take a lot of the daily capabilities out of a vehicle. But, you know, I'm kind of ready for that, to be honest with you. But you know, again, I've been contemplating other swaps, other swap options. Is this thing right-hand drive? Oh, hell yeah. I love those things. I think it's a surf. I think that's what they call them. I've been contemplating other swap options. You know, a VHR swap with HR heads, you know, a 3.7 VHR bottom end with the 3.5 HR heads. Wouldn't be a bad swap. The power capability of a VHR bottom end with a 3.5 HR head is definitely more than the OM606. However, I feel like there's kind of a trade-off. You're trading off originality, which I'm pretty big on. I want to do something different in the G35 chassis. I love this chassis. Everything about it, ergonomics, the way it handles, it's just absolutely beautiful in my opinion. You can make 600 horsepower to 700 horsepower with a VHR 3.7, but now you're getting into turbo kits. You're getting into the $8,000 range just for a turbo kit. Now, don't get me wrong, those turbo kits are very reliable and they've pushed a lot of good power, but I feel like you're introducing more to an engine that was never meant to be boosted from the factory, so there's more kind of to go wrong. Now, obviously, the 3.7 VHR engine is very plentiful. I'm pretty sure you can still buy a brand new bottom end from Nissan for the 3.7 VHR, considering you need to have engines, I think, in production or parts in production 7 years after the production date of the car. The 3.7 was kept in a multitude of their vehicles, so it's going to be out there for a long time. The OM606 was run for about 5-6 years, I want to say. So, you know, finding an engine in a car is probably going to be easier than just finding the straight up engine. I was already kind of peeking around at engines. Some people want $3 grand for them. You know, some cars have 200,000+ miles on them and they want, you know, $4 grand for the whole car. You know, I could part out the W210 chassis. They come in and just you know, make a little bit of money back there. But again, it's one of those things where, like, you don't really know what you want to do until you do it. So right now I'm kind of just waiting for my buddy to pick up my E55 AMG. That'll put around $4 grand into my pocket to kind of play with. But again, I don't want to be stupid. You know, I want this car to run for a long time, but at the same time, you know, what do I exactly do with it before I get bored of it again? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, you know, I want to make power with this car, and kind of waiting around to do so is going to be my kryptonite, because obviously I want to do a bunch of things with it. You know what I'm saying? But money's going to be kind of tight in that sense, because again, think about it. If I have to buy a car, it's $4 grand. I bought the car for $4 grand. Now I'm out of all my money. I can't really do much. I still want to drive this car, so I think over time I'm just going to keep accruing parts for the swap. My plan, honestly, would be beautiful, and I want to do it. I want to get the swap or the motor mounts at least done by next year. So I gotta kind of hunker down, so I don't want to be shooting myself in the foot either. That's the thing too. I mean, you know, I get welding under my belt. I kind of have more opportunity there to get a little bit of a better paying job to fund my projects. So, I mean, again, it's one of those things you kind of have to see. Will it be worth it? Yeah, absolutely. In my eyes, it's going to be totally worth it. You know, my plan, honestly, bro, like that dude in blue, the YouTube channel, love that guy. Love the way he reviews stuff. Love the way he articulates stuff. It's absolutely, it's just so nice to watch him do something like that. And I feel like it would be really cool. I've honestly already kind of imagined it in my mind, so I'm already doing it. I can just imagine this dude going, huh, a G35, all right, yeah, it's gonna have a VQ, this and that. Whoa, wait a minute. Diesel? It's diesel swapped. Can you imagine that? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where it's like, I'm doing it for myself, but I want other people to enjoy what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what gets me all giddy inside. I want other people to understand and kind of see how cool it is. Like, don't get me wrong, that sounds good. I like it. The VQ tone is not for everybody, but I certainly enjoy it. So, I mean, you know, one of those things. I do gotta pull up and get a charger at Walmart, though. I need, like, the USB-C charger for my headphones, and then I need the, another Apple one. Alright, we back, yo. Feel me? Got the 2 cords and the dual charger, you feel me? for the truck. But I forget where I was, to be honest with you. Pretty much, you know, with the swap options that I do currently have, I'm definitely gonna go with the OM606 diesel. I feel like it's just something cool. I get good gas mileage, I get decent power, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I gonna be winning races left and right? Nah. Will I be winning against my manager in his F-150? Yeah, yeah. And I feel like, you know what, you get to kind of mix the brands a little bit, which is not done very often, I'd say, with G35s. I mean, obviously you mix in Chevy, some people mix in the LSs and everything like that, everybody be doing that, but I want to do something different. Even as far as like the AC compressor, I might be able to get, what is it called, different lines done for them. The AC compressor is in the same location as the G35s. Obviously the lines aren't going to be the same, so little pull, not too bad. God damn that sun. Sorry, y'all gonna be blind for a little bit. I like this chassis so much. I honestly want to get multiple of them. I do want to get my old car, my first car back. It was a white automatic G35. I slammed it. I sold it to some kid kind of close. So it's not, it wouldn't be weird to see it again. But yeah, I mean, hey, if he's cool, I think I sold the car for $2 grand. Had 179 on it, it's still going strong. But yeah, no, one of my favorite cars. So many memories in that car. That would probably be the one where I do like the, I don't know if I do the big turbo, do the HR swap. But I gotta tell you, that sounds really good. Tires are squealing a lot though. They are not happy. But yeah, I mean, that's probably gonna be the plan. The if I can get the white G35 back, you know, stick swap that or something like that, or maybe I take the plant out of this, throw it into that, you know what I'm saying? Because that car was a tan interior car. That wouldn't be a bad deal. I mean, maybe I do build DE. I don't even know. It's one of those things where it's like I'm just kind of waiting for the money to be right. This thing sounds really good though. Now I'm kind of contemplating, do I get rid of the That's the problem though. I need that bracket for the rear because it's sitting on a 4-step rubber hanger. It sounds good. It's good for ground clearance. Botch downshift, we don't talk about it. Oh. Can't get over how good this thing sounds. Holy moly, man. I should just let him go. I kind of feel like a bum hole.